Hello survivors, welcome back, Spartalicious here. I thought I'd introduce to you one of the cool game mechanics around Daedons and how to use this battle pig in raids or in boss fights or anything that's actually more useful. Now, one of the things you may have noticed is that the Daedon does have this awesome healing ability, but it can be very slow to refill. Especially when you're using up a lot of food. That's when a lot of your dinos are damaged. You'll find that your food runs out very quickly. So if you see here, most of my dinos are fully healed, so you won't see much going down here at all. But if they're empty, if they're low on health, then you're going to see this go down very quickly. So now you think, well, that's fine, because I'll just feed the Daedon. So let's grab some meat and I'll show you. There, I got 2 stacks of meat, and I'm going to stick it inside the Daedon and force feed it to get its food back up. But now watch. Look how slowly this moves up. This is as fast as you can refill it by hand. Now some of you may know the render glitch, where if you fill up a Daedon with lots of meat and then everybody leaves rendered and comes back, it would have eaten everything in its inventory and any trough around, and this is a good way to quickly fill up the food. A Daedon like this with over 50,000 food, it's usually about 3, I think, inventory loads, and then you are good to go. But you can't do that during a raid or during a boss fight, so you need to fill it quicker. So what we use is dodo kibble. And if, here we go. This is a dodo kibble that I'm keeping aside specifically for feeding Daedons. We don't use it all the time, this is really just for boss fights and raids. But here, I'll drop in 99 dodo kibble, and now watch the food and watch how quickly you can fill it. So you can see how quickly dodo kibble fills it up. Typically on a boss fight we'll take about 2,000 kibble. If you're going against something very difficult, then maybe a bit more. But obviously there is a weight issue, so about 2,000 to 2,500 is usually enough to fill up the Daedon a few times. But now you need to know, how do you make so much bloody kibble? Because it is ridiculous. Well, here's the trick. Dodos. Lots and lots of dodos. Now, iguanodon kibble will fill up the Daedon by 120 food, and all other types of kibble only 60 per kibble eaten. The reason why we're not going iguanodon and we're going dodo is simply how quickly and easily we can produce dodo kibble. With this sort of setup here, you can see we have dodos underneath, we have them on top, and on this side as well. And then all you need to do to collect eggs is pull out your whip, and you basically just walk across here, and you whip, and you whip. And then sometimes you'll have these stragglers, and then you get a whole bunch of eggs. So in this little run I just got 65 eggs, and yeah, you basically just do this every now and then as part of your daily maintenance. You do it a few times a day, and we stash it all inside a fridge. So you can see I've got a whole bunch of eggs ready to go for the next batch, and we're keeping our rock carrots as well so we can make the kibble. So it's as simple as that. We just have a box stuffed with dodos that we can go ahead and whip it up. We pop them into the fridge, we keep our rock carrots as well, and then every now and then we just go ahead and start making 1,000 or 2,000 dodo kibble and stash it in a fridge. That way, when you're on a raid or when you're on a boss fight, you can instantly fill up the Daedon's food, and that allows you to heal everything around you. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to level up this Rex a little bit here. There we go, so now this Rex needs to be healed up. It's got 16k damage done, so I've got my Daedon next to it, and we can see the little plus sign. That means that the Rex is healing up, and you'll see that the food drain is a lot faster now that we're healing something. The more things you're healing, the faster this food can go down. If you've just done a boss fight, you can actually use up over 50,000 food in about, I don't know, 10, maybe 12 of these pulses going out. But you can see how much we've already added, what was it, 3,000-4,000 to the health of this thing here. So in that kind of situation, you'd then want to quickly fill up your Daedon so you can continue healing. Simple as that, folks. Dodo farm, rock carrots, and you get a bunch of dodo kibble, and then your battle pig is far more useful than it ever was before.